Alright, not a response video to a particular video, but maybe to a video maker. That Andromeda Wake guy. He's posted a couple of videos I watched where he's actually arguing with a guy who doesn't believe the, Earth revolves around the sun. He's arguing in defense of, Earth at the center of the universe kind of nonsense. Now, I mean, this is such a stupid argument. I mean, it's such a insane... I mean, the implications of such a belief, you're basically saying that every scientist for, 500 years is lying, that the whole space program is a bunch of liars, it's just, all the physics is they're all conspiring to keep the truth from people, that the Earth is really at the center of the universe. I mean, it's just so stupid. And, especially if you're going to go as far as to say the sun. I mean, it's bad enough with the solar system thing. But it doesn't matter anyway. We don't even know the real boundaries of the universe anyway. I mean, it's that whole time problem. Sorry, I had to change hands. I'm carrying a bag of tar. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Completely irrelevant to the video. Alright, so he's made a couple of videos arguing with this guy. He's like, well, why don't you just argue with people who believe in eating dog goo? I mean, is there really a point to argue with people who don't want to believe the Earth isn't the center of the universe? I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with anything real. There's no point arguing with people that are so glued or are fixed on something being true, and they're just going to insist that it's true regardless of what every fact in the universe says. So what's the point of that shit? You're not going to convince insane people of anything. So to me, it's just just bullshit. I mean, arguing with the completely certifiably crazy is just no real point in that at all. Alright, and the part that bothered me though is that this guy used a bunch of clips from this other guy's video just for fun, to do a funny video. And these are the same people, who whine and cry about false DMCAs. He even posted a video by some other guy saying, well, look, all you people, if you're going to file a DMCA, you better get a lawyer, you better do this, and you better do that. And it's like, why don't you just say you better have $1 million? Because the law doesn't mean you, it means only rich people. So fuck you. I mean, that's all you're saying. You're not talking about whether it's right or wrong. You're not talking about whether there should be some legal decisions made so we have some, real solid legal precedent. But no, instead, you're just saying, oh, you better get a lawyer. I mean, it's just bullshit. The law isn't meant for everybody to have to get lawyers. The law should be enforced. And when people have to enforce it civilly, then they have to, file the paperwork and pay the expense. And it's very expensive. And with a lawyer, it's preposterously expensive. So that's just bullshit. I don't have to get a lawyer to enforce the fucking law. If you were playing these games with my content, it would piss me off because it's not fair use. Why don't you can't even fairly argue with a lunatic who thinks the Earth is the center of the universe, and you can't even take his argument and fairly dissect it and fairly debate it. Instead, you have to play buffoon games. Well, let's make him say something really stupid. Now let's make him do this, and let's make him repeat those words. I mean, fuck that shit. I don't know, dishonest isn't the right word, but it's not fair use, it's unfair use. It's a cheat. That's all it is. It's a fucking cheat. So you get this 5,000 or 10,000 views for this garbage video arguing science that probably is taken care of in third grade, second grade. There's just no need for it. No point in it. There's a lot bigger concepts people have to get a hold of and to grasp on. You don't need to be wasting time arguing astrology and crop circles and reptilians or any of this other bullshit. it's almost an insult to science if you think this is where the argument is. If you think this is the big, cutting edge scientific frontier, is to go back and start arguing about, whether the sun revolves around the earth or not. I mean, it's just stupid. But anyway, yeah, so I just found the video kind of irritating, and I find these guys kind of irritating, a little group of them. So I'm sure if I took some clips from the Thunderfoot debate where he's stuttering and hemming and hawing and put those all together, I could buffoon him pretty good. And should I be proud of myself if I did that? I don't think so. So anyway, yeah, it just seems like it pointed to a lot of hypocrisy, a lot of fucking arrogance. Oh, look, I'm smarter than the guy who thinks the world is flat. Well, I don't think that's a reason for a superiority dance. I really don't. So, yeah, I guess that's all to say. But yeah, why don't you talk about the universe in its real context? There's just a bunch of fucking physics and chemistry. There's no unicorns have been spotted. Some other guy was posting old Carl Sagan videos. And it's like, yeah, they're very nice. But, Carl Sagan was, he was a phantasmagorical. I mean, yeah, he was an atheist and he was all this stuff, but, I mean, he was too much in this, like, selling science. It was a little too much like snake oil. Like I said, I liked it, but I only liked it because that was the intent, is to make it so sugary and sweet, and to grab hold of every human ambition for something better and something more magnificent. But it's just bullshit. You're just preying on people's emotions instead of appealing to their intelligence. Yeah, that's it. Appealing to their intelligence. So I really don't think you're appealing to intelligence when you're having fun buffooning what is a lunatic. I mean, really, a flat earther is a lunatic. Or Earth is the center of the universe person is a lunatic. So, I have more walking to do, but we'll cut you a break this time. I'll actually not walk the extra steps and talk. I'll actually shut the fuck up and say, that's enough of a video. Yeah, that's something new for me. Whatever. So anyway, this is just round one in my attempt to poke a little bit at the I don't know what you call them, the science atheists who don't seem to be saying much of anything that matters. And yeah, okay, that's good enough. So, until next time. Sorry, weird day, but aren't they all? Ooh, I'm all bouncy. Stop, just for you people. Phew, bad light there. Not much better over here.